Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. As it is, no state is leaving any stone unturned when it comes to issue of insecurity, especially when they are having classified or privileged information or of impending doom or insecurity knocking at their doorstep. Well, we have a trending news right now, and it looks like every other state is waking up to the harsh reality of the fact that insecurity is just in front of us. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is that they have done that is trending, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Benue government have actually impounded 376 cows, and they have arrested 6 herdsmen for disobeying the anti-grazing law. Deputy Governor of the state, Engineer Benson Obono, who disclosed this to newsmen in Makurdi as at Wednesday, January 27, he said that 376 cows and 6 herdsmen were apprehended in Kasiyo Guma local government area of the state, stressing that the herders were being investigated by authorities. Obonu raised alarm over renewed influx of armed herdsmen with large herds of cattle into the parts of the state. He noted that investigation following the declaration by Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule about regrouping of Boko Haram insurgents at the boundary between Benue and Nasarawa uncovered mass presence of cattle along River Benue in Aguto and Gwag West local government areas. According to the deputy governor, security checks revealed the invasion of armed herdsmen with AK-47 rifles and large herds of cattle on the brink of River Benue on the Nasarawa State Bank. While we are still investigating the declaration made by Nasarawa State Governor of the presence of Boko Haram at Benue, Nasarawa border, when we noticed massive deployment of herdsmen on the brink of our River Benue on the bank of Nasarawa State, he said. As of January 23rd, 156 cows belonging to these herdsmen were apprehended, and on the 26th, another 220 cows were also apprehended from the same vicinity. It was observed that herdsmen were not ordinary herdsmen because they were heavily armed, Obono said. He stated that in keeping with the open grazing prohibition and ranches establishment law of the state, the cows were kept at the quarantine center in the state and will be released to the owners after fulfilling the necessary condition. The deputy governor noted that Benue is governed by laws, one of which prohibits open grazing being enforced effectively with the primary aim of ending conflicts between herders and farmers. Obonu, while urging livestock farmers to acquire land in the state through lease for their businesses, said Benue is not in any way contemplating abrogating the law for any reason. Wow, this is good news. But then, looking at it also, this is very bad news. Bad news in the sense that armed Fulani herdsmen having a field day. Have you now seen that where people are saying, I was privileged actually to watch a video today. I had a hearty laugh. I wanted to share, but I felt people are hurting. Okay, they are hurting. I'm bringing that looks like comic relief, and I don't know how the community people see this. I actually saw a Fulani herdsman dancing shoki, dancing skelewu, dancing all the latest dance, and people were so excited with him, and they gave him some monies and all that. But looking at the reaction of what people said, it clearly showed that people were hurt and they didn't see that, very funny. They didn't see the video very funny. So I had to, pipe. But looking at what is going on, it clearly shows that I could still remember sometime early 2020 and even late 2020, foreign media had actually warned Nigerians to be on the lookout that Nigerians have been infiltrated by bandits. We just thought of it as we made light of the situation, made light of the news. Nothing was really on ground. It was okay, one of those propaganda, but they were not wrong. Our bushes were actually infiltrated. Yes, we may have Fulani herdsmen in our community, but there are some who speak that language called Fufude. A lot of persons who are being kidnapped, they keep saying the same thing, that these guys that kidnapped them speak Fufude. Two things are involved. It's either they're saying that Nigerians who are not non-Fulanis have learned Fufude and are now masquerading or implicating them, But then the question is, how many Nigerians will go out of their way to go and learn Fufude just to masquerade and pretend to be Fulani herdsmen? That's one. Two, most of these guys that do the kidnapping are actually comfortable and used to the terrains in the bush, in the forest, and most often than not, it's actually Fulani herdsmen that most commonly use our forest. They know the terrains of our forest so very well. So saying that they are being accused, I'm not saying all of them are bad, but yes, to a great extent, all the testimonies of victims who have survived this assault keep saying the same thing. Is still same Fulani herdsmen, which means that we have aliens amongst us who have actually successfully lived comfortably with us, or who are now finding Nigeria a comfort zone. I think a lot needs to be done also by the immigration officers to ensure that our borders are well secured. There's some borders I'm sure that you won't even know when you move from Niger down to Nigeria, or likewise. But I think that should be looked into. But for the now, if judging by intelligence reports that the deputy governor of Benue has gotten, if judging by that intelligence report it is true, then they have a lot to worry about. If Boko Haram boys are already at the and the information even getting on them investigating, the Fulani wasn't even Boko Haram, but Fulani herdsmen actually comfortably staying at the brink or at the bank or the border between them and Nasarawa. Look, we're keeping quiet. I think, like Sunday Igboho is doing, I think all arms should be on deck. I think vigilantes should be formed very fast. Community policing should be formed very fast, and let the locals take charge of their security. This whole issue of people being caught and they are taken to some sort of security and the security agency, and the next thing they are confident that they'll be released. It doesn't all go well. It will give the local Nigerians, the common Nigerian, dissatisfaction. It means that these guys are much more valued than common average Nigerian citizen, because it's so painful. We have what it takes. Where we are keeping our calm, watching things are going bad. So while I would say let's sue for peace, I will also say let's protect our borders. I will also say let's secure our lives. I will also say let's protect ourselves. While the hands security needs to work, all hands also needs to be on deck. I don't think anybody should be walking into the bushes only himself or herself. You should go in numbers just in case. Okay, and Amotekons, it shouldn't just be the southwest that have regional security of regional security. Other regions also, ESN has come up, but I don't know how now that what can imagine what is going on in Olo, Imo State. From Sahara reporters, they're even saying that there's a classified jet moving up and down. So I really don't know. Things are really going really messy. But kudos to Benue State Governor for keeping up to time. Let's go and wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take?